Hello everyone, welcome back to your nightly crypto analysis. Where I'm, yeah. So we got Bitcoin currently still flat. We see miraculously on a Friday, Bitcoin just being a little flat, right? When was this pump? 20? Yeah, that was yesterday. We lost all of that momentum already, this morning. And that had to do mainly because of, that was yesterday. That was yesterday. It was because Trump's was supposed to announce stuff, but nothing was announced. After that drop, Bitcoin oscillated to a high of 84,000 and between a low of 83,159. Current price of Bitcoin is 84,200. 0% movement today. Not too much has been going on in terms of news. So yeah, it's just stayed flat. Technical analysis, unfortunately, was a little too hard for me because, well, I lost three, maybe four trades in a row today. I have to go write those down, so I'll write those down. And it's mainly because everything has just been flat. I could not get any volatility today. We had a little bit of a spike during, we had a SEC conference, a roundtable, crypto, where they discussed about crypto regulation and everything. Pretty sure they mentioned something maybe a little positive, but overall it was just a nothing burger. Not much happened, not much was said. We did get a little spike upwards, but that was a little bit of nothing, right? Yeah, so couldn't see too much here. I'm upset. I regret closing this trade earlier. I could have made some profit on it because I absolutely need that profit. I am, is that $500 down already? I've probably lost 10 trades by now. Let's go check the position history, as much as I'd hate to do it, but we have to. Last trade I wrote down was Litecoin, March 20th, which would have been this trade right over here, was a loss. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4 times more after that. It sucks, but I have to write it down. XRP unfortunately failed me yesterday. I did show that trade open. It was going well until after I ended the stream, something happened. Should we talk about it now? Let's talk about it now. Now that I'm on the topic. If I can find it. So, this was posted. This is bullish news, by the way, and that's why my position did continue going higher. Swift, which is for international payments, was apparently reached an agreement with Ripple to use XRP for cross-border payments with billions of XRP secured in escrow as liquidity reserves. The source being from Watcher Guru. Spoiler alert, you can see in the community notes, it's not an actual news. So that was short-lived, and XRP dumped shortly after that, overnight, and yep, my trade didn't hit a take profit there. I'm going to draw it out so you can see what it was supposed to look like. My trade was purchased over here. It was a long position because, you know, we're above the 200 smooth moving average, this uptrend, above the Fibonacci, above the super trend. Everything was perfectly configured there, right? We weren't seeing another resistance until this zone up here, right? I'm including these lines, by the way. These are pivot lines. I realize that they're pretty useful, so I've decided to incorporate them into my analysis, right? I wish this is what the trade would have looked like, but no, that's not what it looked like. If my stop loss, well, the close price would have been here. That would have been my stop loss, wherever it closed. And my entry price would have been wherever this entered over here. So that's what my trade would have looked like. Yeah, practically this. My take profit around there, let's just say 1 to 3. It went up over here, and then at 10 p.m. is when that news broke out, right? About XRP partnership with Swift, which everybody should assume this is mega bullish. This is great. Until Watcher Guru's account later on they confirmed it was hacked. And that previous post that they posted, which was this, it was now deleted because it was not legitimate news. What's suspicious is that I'll get into the suspicious conspiracy theory stuff. Let me just give an overview of what actually happened. They also posted it on their Facebook account, the same news, right? But apparently it was also their Facebook bot automatically reposting what they had, right? Right? Apparently a hacker took over and posted this specific news in Watcher Guru format, by the way. This is the same way that they're always tweeting, right? They'll put like Justin breaking warning at the beginning of their tweets in caps lock, and then they would say whatever news they have to say. So I don't know. I don't think they were actually hacked, but they gave a full story as to why they were hacked. But still, people were like, okay, they got hacked. Proceed with caution. Everything that they post may not be legit. They confirmed it on Telegram as well, saying our Twitter has been hacked and the previous post is deleted. They let them know as well. I think this is Telegram. I hope. And here is the thread of what they explained of what happened here. If you don't know, Watcher Guru, of course, is like one of the main news sources for crypto news, right? They're reliable on Twitter, on everywhere. They have their own website. So it's important, right? If you want to stay up to date with your news, to follow these guys. But something like this, I don't think that's unacceptable. March 5th, they said a Telegram user sent a valid x.com link to a X post, which they suspect is possibly a social engineering technique to access into their account. This is where my cybersecurity knowledge kicks in, because I know about this stuff. The link, it was formatted in a strange way, is what they said. It was an official X developer staging site using X's official domain. However, it included a specific path and token query string, which X links do not normally have. An X link you'll see, you can't see this, but it has x.com/watcherguru/status, and then the status is the number of the tweet, I suppose. We did not think much of it since it was an official link, but they sent a message to the head of cybersecurity, C. Stanley, just in case. However, they didn't receive a response. This is what their link looked like, right? Status/C and a TTS token. That token is specifically for whenever you're signed in and you want to like keep access to your account. That's when they use tokens and stuff like that. So that's a little suspicious. Like, why does the link include that? Later on, this happened yesterday, 2:05 a.m. UTC, which is 10 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard. Their team noticed an unauthorized post was made to the account, and it was deleted within a few minutes. They logged every device out and reset the password. This is what the hacker posted, is what they're claiming. So it's not a legit post, claiming that Swift agreeing with Ripple for cross-border payments. That is bullish news, but it's not real, unfortunately. So at the cause of that, we just only saw a decline, and that just made my trade hit a stop loss. And ultimately, we end up with currently no trend, right? Uncertainty. Where do we go from here? We're about to, we have good support from the uptrend and also from the 200 simple moving average, which it used as a dynamic support. That was good. The previous support, though, unfortunately did get broken. We were using the super trend for that and the Fibonacci line, which typically in most cases shouldn't be used as supports or resistances, but it's still important in this context because, my stop loss was after that area. Anyway, so that got closed out. They enabled two-factor authentication to ensure none of this stuff happened again. They also noted that 2 accounts were blocked. Ripple's account and Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of XRP. So the hacker might have done this for a couple of reasons, so that Ripple, or the CEO, doesn't see the post that Watcher Guru posted, the hacker in this case. So he was smart. He tried to cover up his tracks here to avoid, is what he's saying, a a false report response from their team, right? Because if Brad sees this post by Watcher Guru, he'll be like, "Hey, that's not real. I'm gonna report this," or something like that. But people are suspicious. Like, you're over-explaining yourself. Why you have to explain so much? It doesn't seem like it was a real hack. Some people are also speculating, like, maybe this is actually real news, but it just wasn't meant to be announced quite yet. And Watcher Guru is in trouble for announcing this a little too early, is what other people are suspecting. That could be the case, and man, I hope it's real because that would be pretty good for XRP. It's been getting a lot of decent news lately, but it's still just suppressed by overall economic stuff that's been going on in the world. Look at these pivot points, man. They're so good. Resistance coincides with that. Oh, that's so good. Okay, anyways. On to what is next. Yeah, so that's done. Yeah, that was the news that I wanted to share for that. I'll get into the rest of the other news stuff later on. But for now, let's finish writing this down. XRP was a trade. 321 closed. Oh, that's not what I meant. I copied this. Okay, well, it's not copying. Thank you. I'll just have to highlight it again or something. There we go. Closed at 239.59. Made that loss. And on top of that, paid this. And that in fees. Stop loss. A lot of stop losses were triggered, so I'm just going to fill this in. Next was Cardano, Solana, Sui, ADA, Sol, Sui. These are all from today. 321, 321, 321. Cardano entered at 70 cents. I don't think I should go and draw out those trades for you guys, because I think you get the point how my bot works. And it's just been hitting stop loss back to back to back. At least we got a positive funding rate. But still overall negative fees. $2. Yeah, this is brutal. But it's fine. I guess it's part of the strategy, and this period is... it's really bad for trading, it seems like. But once we do confirm a trend, because everything's just been going sideways, realistically. Today especially, it's just been super flat. Like, it's practically like as if today was a Saturday. It's been that boring today, right? Almost nothing has happened. So yeah, it doesn't require of some volatility so I can start hitting some take profits, right? Because they're 3-to-1 as a risk-reward ratio, so I do need that volatility. That's my entry for Solana. The stop loss was triggered at that price. Lost $51 and paid almost over $5 in fees. That's a lot. Sui, these also closed out instantly. Solana closed because we did get volatility, but against me. I think I have the trade drawn here. Yeah. I shorted over here. Or somewhere. I could check 5-minute chart probably. Yeah. I checked over here. Shorted and... it hit a stop loss once this volatility spike happened, so it didn't continue going down, unfortunately. But then this uptrend is completely obsolete now. I don't think I need pivot points in the 5-minute chart. I'm gonna take that out. It's important to see that in the 1-hour chart and 4-hour chart. It's good to see there. Is this a support I drew? Yeah, it is. So... false break toward the bottom here. That's why I expected us to continue going down. But this pivot, I didn't draw the pivot at the time, but it's actually serving as a good support multiple times over here, right? What do I do here then? Just micro adjust, I assume. Because that's still in play. Still period of uncertainty, in my opinion, although we could be heading down. Possibly overnight as well. Do I want to risk it? One thing I could do in my code is switch to risk reward ratio 1-to-1 in this low volatility day. Why? Because I know for a possibility that the price is going to go down. Why? Because we are supposedly in a downtrend from here. We're under both the SMA and the super trend. If we do go down, I expect there to be not much volatility. So a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, I'm willing to take the coin flip on that one. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's run the strategy. And what am I on? Solana. I'll let it initialize. Okay. In 60 seconds. Probably no entries yet because there's no trend in the 5-minute chart. Alright. We'll see. Let me go 5-minute. We could be getting a switch in the trend soon. And if we do, I'm expecting it to be like stop loss over here, take profit over here, 1-to-1, right? That kind of deal. And it seems likely, like, if we are going to start swinging downwards, we're just going to hit the take profit immediately. I hope. Look at this. I shorted over here, and then it closed like that instantly. Like, that was just evil against me. Alright, we'll see how that plays out. What else was I doing? I was still noting down Sui, so let's write this down. Entered as well at 227, and it just had to continue going up, of course. And all of these, like, micro movements to the upside have not helped my main account's portfolio in any way. Like, I'm still, like, very negative on there. So, not much has changed, and I'm just losing money on this other trading bot. How many losses in a row is that? 9 losses in a row. Let's go. New max drawdown. I'm overall at an 11 losing streak. Although this one doesn't count, honestly. And I should have let it count because that could have been a take profit, I'm pretty sure. Let me actually go back and check that Bitcoin trade. Pretty sure that would have been a take profit, but I just closed it because I was paranoid. Would have been over here. Before this pump. Right here, yeah. Because, like, I entered over here and I'm like, oh, this is too volatile. I'm just going to close it. And I don't know. I should have kept it open because look at that. Like, realistically, my trade would have looked something like this. Even if it, like, was there. Let's just say our stop loss is there. 1 to 3. Or maybe it didn't hit. Yeah, it does hit. Yeah, I would have absolutely hit. I should have just let it run. That's why I just gotta, you know, keep my strategy going. That could have been a take profit, and I was too scared. Alright, whatever. You learn. Cool, what's next? That's all for this. Save, close. Let's analyze the other coins. Ethereum still under 2,000. When was this? It was yesterday. 1996 was the high of yesterday. Today's high is pretty recent, actually. What point is this? 1986 is where we reached. Pivot point is 1933. Coincides with 200 SMA. Coincides with this level down here. 1 hour chart, though, uncertainty. We're in between this line and this line, right? So, no confirmation of the trend where we're going to go yet. Possibly stay flat until we get close enough to 2 things. One of them is this simple moving average and the uptrend over here. From there, I'm expecting hopefully we see a bounce. Resistance we're seeing is 2,113, according to resistance 1 of the pivots. And this is measured weekly, by the way, like from here to here. 16th of March to 23rd of March. That's a week. Believe it or not. Yeah. Alright, cool. That's what we have for Ethereum. Yeah, not a lot of movement either. XRP we already looked at, and currently no trend. Similar deal. I think we're just going to stay flat. We're on this line. Hopefully going to push our way back up to 254. once you do cross 245. After 245, I'd confirm a breakout is valid to continue pushing up to 250. 254, yeah. Sui dropped and broke the uptrend. We're now looking for a possible support at this level, 220, 221, right? It's worked back over here. That's the first pivot. And yeah, this downtrend is broken. What do we do with it? I guess we delete it for now. Downtrend indeed does prevail. In the 1 hour chart though, like we can see what kind of a downtrend we're dealing with. It's a very short term one based off of these levels. Once that does get broken, what do we see? Nah, still nothing. Honestly, I wouldn't see that getting broken yet. We're just going to stay flat for a while. During the during the day of Saturday. Lowest point we'll reach, probably another 2% drop. I think that's reasonable. If we get a 2% drop, lowest point will be that resistance. Support. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, the lines are the thinnest. I like these lines. They're good. Nice. Litecoin is 91. It managed to drop over here. It was at an uncertain period for practically the whole day today, right? And now I'd confirm a downtrend on Litecoin here. Where could we drop to? That would be, of course, 87 approximately. Makes sense for that to drop there. If we do continue with the downward pressure, but honestly, I think we're just going to stay flat. Could be a false breakout here, and we just end up staying like between $91 and $92. I'm just preparing for flatness to come for tomorrow. What are you going to expect tomorrow? There's no fundamentals. And Cardano's at that zone as well. It's going to stay here for the weekend. Still technically in a downtrend though. If we ever do see Cardano up here, I'm comfortable with taking a short position. I did try, of course, but you saw that I lost on a trade over here. It was just bad luck. Where did I go? Yeah, it was bad luck. I entered correctly. It was dropping, but it didn't drop enough and ended up hitting a stop loss. I could draw what this trade looked like, actually. I do want to see what the issue was. Where was my open price? 70. 52. So about there. Really? Down there? That is a lie. I was going for a short, right? Yes. Entry price is 0.752. Why does it just delete? Are you sure that was my entry price? That doesn't even make sense. What does this say? Come on, trade marking, show up. Now it doesn't show up when I need it, which is annoying. See, that one shows up. Show me this. Why won't it show me? Oh my gosh, so annoying. It's not showing. Alright. It's not 70. That can't be right. Unless this is a completely different trade. No, this is from today. 0.70520. Okay, you know what? I'll follow what it wants to do. I'll extend these lines as much as I can. 70520. Why does it do this? 70. What is even happening? Why does it say NAN? Out of number. Something strange is going on. Why does it do that? Why? Should I refresh the page? Why are you torturing me like this? I just want to know what my trade would have looked like. Short position here. Please work. Thank you. Okay, finally we got the entry price. Stop loss would have been the close price, which is here. which would look like that. That's where my stop loss would have been. Yeah, this wouldn't have worked anyway, even if it was a 1-to-1 risk reward. A 1-to-1 risk reward ratio would have been like this. Still would have hit the stop loss up there. That's what the trade looked like. But still, it started off fine, but it didn't have enough strength. It was just such a low volatility day. And taking this... Maybe this one still could have been open. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, you know, there's still possibilities, chances that a 1-to-1 can work. I think I'd rather do this in low volatility days, right? It just makes more sense to do that. Also, might have to reconfigure the bot's stop loss positioning. I think it's fine for now, but I would like to do what I showed you guys before with the average true range amount, and you take a percentage based off of the ADX, but I just don't know how exactly I'm going to incorporate that. Maybe it'll be like I'm adding taxes to it, or only taking that percentage from the last 10 candles. I would like to use 10 candles instead of 3 candles. I feel like it makes more sense to do that. It's what I've always tried, but AI suggested to try with 3 candles. I did backtest it and it looked alright, so yeah, that's a good point. I might actually backtest to see how that works. But yeah, alright, cool. That's what we have so far. I'm looking for trades in Solana. Man, this volatility is crazy bad. Well, Solana was fine. It did get some decent spikes here and there, but it went against me, of course. But here we're expecting to not go much higher. Rather, we would go lower from here, right? That's at least the expectation. Reality, it will go opposite. I'm starting to think, what if I just did the opposite of everything? I would be richer, right? If I did the opposite of everything that I do, right? All of these would be winning trades. And then this one would be a losing trade, probably. I don't know. Maybe I'd be right more times if I'm using a 1-to-1, but then I won't have enough to compensate for the losses that I take. I'd probably go back to a 1-to-3 risk-reward ratio if we do actually have, like, an active market and things are going up a lot or going down a lot, whatever the case may be. Because right now we're not necessarily in any good specific trend. Like, you see, some of these are technically in a downtrend, or none of them are in an uptrend, but you look at the main coin, Bitcoin, and it's in no trend, right? 1.84% of nothingness, no man's land here. Hey, is this an uptrend that I see, though? That is indeed an uptrend I see. Check this out. Yeah, that looks good. And where does this lead us to? Did it also... It erased on my price action for Bitcoin, too. So I don't have any downtrends drawn, even though I'm pretty sure I did that yesterday. Downtrend line would be here. Yeah, there we go. So we still got a while to go. From this line... This is a line from not today, a couple days ago. Yeah, this one makes a bit more sense. I think this is going to be broken very easily. Why? We have more downward pressure in general. 4-hour chart still showing more downward pressure. Super trend is bearish, right? So it's likely we're going to break and drop down to 81,000. Yeah, by Saturday, Sunday. Price decay. That's just how the market is. Like, it's easier to drop than it is to rise, right? You require more percentage to rise than the amount of percentage takes to drop. Anyways, I've been rambling for a while. Let's go talk about some news. Metaplanet, which is, it's technically Japanese MicroStrategy, or Chinese, or Asian, Korean, whatever it is. They welcome Eric Trump to their newly formed strategic board of advisors. This is the son of Donald Trump. They cited his business expertise and passion for Bitcoin as assets for building one of the world's leading Bitcoin treasury companies. Good for them. They're both very happy. They're thrilled to welcome Eric Trump, and Eric Trump says it's an honor to join. Yeah, not much else to be said there. So, Eric Trump making moves. The son of the president is bullish on crypto, guys. That's all. That's the main news. BlackRock says, this is, I don't know where BlackRock says all of this, but they said a lot about Ethereum ETFs today. They said that it is underperforming due to no staking, but SEC approval is likely since their pro-crypto stance. People are expecting Ethereum to pump based off of this. Now, we did see a couple of companies requesting to allow staking on Ethereum ETFs. It's nothing new, right? We have seen companies propose this, but now even BlackRock is getting involved and saying that, hey, yeah, that's the reason why these ETFs are dead. People want staking on it, right? It's like another form of dividends, like I explained yesterday. They also said that Ethereum is a bet on tokenization, stablecoin adoption, and decentralized finance. What he's talking about there is this real world asset tokenization is accelerating treasury stocks, bonds, private credit, commodities, real estate, and more. And Ethereum, in terms of crypto, is the dominant real world asset ecosystem. So it just makes more sense for people to be using Ethereum for that kind of purpose. And BlackRock is bullish on Ethereum still, right? They also mentioned, the head of digital assets at BlackRock, his name is Robbie Mitchnick, believes that the negativity surrounding Ethereum is overdone, right? I kind of agree, right? The place where Ethereum is right now, it seems a bit excessive to punish it this much. And the 4-hour chart, we're still bullish, though. That's a good indicator. But a lot of people, though, still, especially on Twitter, they're not very happy with Ethereum looks good here. If you're blind, Ethereum looks good here. It depends. Depends on what kind of analysis you take. Some people are saying, look at this support resistance zone. The funny thing about Ethereum is that even if it were to recover from here and start moving up, it has to go through the most insane resistance I've ever seen on a chart, says this person. I think it's just a small blip in the chart, in my opinion. I think we could recover from that, bouncing back up. He's, of course, is looking at a large scale in this case here. Right? He's talking about this line. Can I draw a line? A little higher. Right? Served as a resistance, served as a support. Support breaks through the support. Supports become resistance. Bounces off, breaks through, and then becomes a support again. Bounces off of that support, and then it breaks down again. So now we are beneath that level. This is the green candle that we are currently at right now. I do expect we will come back up from this because, nobody likes to see Ethereum under 2,000. And I even drew a red circle over here for some reason. Why did I draw that? Let me go back and see. Where did it go? Oh, it's over here. By when? March? Yeah, I can maybe see that. You think Ethereum could rise like that? Resistance 1, resistance 3. Possibly. This week is going to be over, so... No, this is a month. This is a monthly pivot. No, it's a weekly pivot. What am I talking about? What is going on? This is 16th of March of 2030. Yeah, it's a weekly pivot. Oh, this is March. It's not May. Oh, I'm blind. I was hoping May. Never mind. Yeah, from here, I don't think this is going to be that possible, honestly. Maybe we continue this trajectory and stay over here. I would expect it a breakout over here. Maybe this is the most important resistance, 2,300. I can agree with that. Cool. Okay, what's next? We do have that support, which is another thing that I mentioned. Oh, it broke though, right? That support already broke. No, it did not break. It did not break. It just got deleted because my whole chart reset for some reason. But that support still exists from here to here, right? This is the support, not support, uptrend that we're drawing out. And yeah, I agree. If Ethereum does break this, it's time for us to get a 9-to-5 job again. But there's still possibly some bullish indicators. Here's a chart that scarily matches whatever this is. Support lines down over here, 2 of them, and a resistance line, which it only shows 1 of them. I remember they drew the same kind of deal for Bitcoin before, and Ethereum and Bitcoin, sorry, it just kept going down. So take this one with a grain of salt. I'm not sure if that's necessarily going to happen, but hey, even if it does, and we see this kind of a breakout happen, that red circle looks very likely. A 29% increase next week? I don't know. What can happen? What could possibly happen? What are they going to mention about Ethereum? BlackRock is very bullish. Are they buying? ETF flows. Apparently, oh, that day, by the way, they didn't purchase any Bitcoin. That's funny. From BlackRock. Hey, look at that. The most bullish company on Ethereum is selling Ethereum. That's great. Even Grayscale is buying. Come on. Yeah, I don't know about this whole BlackRock situation. Maybe they just want people to pump their bags. Apparently the exchange reserves are also falling. There's 8.97 million Ethereum on there. What does this mean? It suggests investors are moving their holdings into long-term storage or staking, potentially signaling a bullish trend for Ethereum's price due to reduced supply on exchanges, as noted in a 2021 Cointelegraph article about similar reserve declines. That could be a good thing, right? It also coincides with U.S. Treasury's recent removal of sanctions on Tornado Cash, by the way, that happened, a cryptocurrency mixer which could influence Ethereum's market dynamics by reducing regulatory pressure and boosting investor confidence, as reported March 21, 2025 by Bankless and Cointelegraph. We don't have to worry about what that is. What image? What are they talking about? The image in a reply. I'm not going through the replies. Yeah, but you get the point. Possibly bullish. This is the SEC first ever crypto regulation roundtable. Happened today at 1 p.m. Eastern time. It was live streamed. I watched a little bit of it. I got really bored and nothing much was said anyway. Something was done though, because Solana did have a pump during that time, which made me hit my stop loss over here. It was this one. Oh, we entered a short position. Look at that. We're already in profit. Look at where we have to land. At 127 from 128. I hope that's legit. I don't think we'll pump this high again to 129. A couple of reasons why is because we'll be in the no trend zone, right? This little space over here between the 200 SMA and super trend. I doubt we'll go there, but you know, the price doesn't have to close there or anything. It just needs to spike up there and I will lose. But overall trend is down still. And like I said, I am pretty sure that this uptrend is very, very likely to be broken. Why? Because it's drawn recently. The further one has been already tested, kind of held up, but I think it's very weak. I don't think it's going to sustain itself for much longer. We do have a support over here as well that it might be magnetized to drop to. I really like this support, honestly. 136, crazy support. Do I have any Fibonacci drawn? I do. 155 is that next one. If we do drop, where can we bounce? That's what I do also want to know. It's not what I meant to do. From here to, let's say, this point. Look at that. Take profit is in a perfect position where it's below, or before, sorry, the Fibonacci zone. So it's likely to hit, I hope at least, because I'm tired of losing. Yeah, anyway, we'll see. Did I touch something I should not have? No, I didn't. Okay. Risking 47 to make 43. What? Alright, anyway. We'll see how that plays out. So, yeah, SEC did nothing. United Arab Emirates committing to 10-year, $1.4 trillion investment framework in the United States after Trump meeting. That's pretty good. What are they going to do with that money? Could be going to crypto, could be going to AI. Pretty bullish. Couple trillion. I wouldn't mind that. What else we got? BitMEX co-founder Arthur Hayes. He's calling this the bottom now. He says that quantitative tightening is basically over on April 1st. Why? Because April 2nd is tariff day. Highlighting that markets should now focus on potential SLR. Oh my gosh, what are these terms? What is SLR? Meaning finance statutory liquidity ratio. The obligatory reserve that commercial banks must maintain. Okay. Exemption or restart of quantitative easing. Yeah, I agree. Quantitative easing meaning rate cuts. That should be happening soon. Believes that 77K was likely the bottom for Bitcoin. I hope so. But cautions that stocks may still face downward pressure. That makes sense because they are more related to US companies. Bitcoin and crypto is not really. Sure, some of them are based in the US, but you know, you get the idea. This is really distracting. Yeah. If Bitcoin does hit 89,000, there will be $3 billion in Bitcoin shorts that will be liquidated. We're going to get a nice short squeeze at 89,000 if we ever do rise up there. We will get there eventually. That's the only good thing about rising up pumping is because of the short squeezes. Will help the price continue to pump, right? Anyways, Tether, did you guys know this? They're the seventh largest buyer of US Treasuries in 2024. They hold $33 billion, ranking alongside entire nations. Who are the top US Treasury holders? Cayman Islands. What? France, Luxembourg, Belgium, Singapore, UK. Tether is there. Tether holds more than Canada, Taiwan, Mexico, Norway, Hong Kong, Korea South, Germany, Saudi Arabia, Switzerland, India, Brazil, Japan, mainland. China mainland. Why did I say mainland? Yeah, cool. That's pretty interesting for Tether. And they have to do that so that they can back the US dollar 1-to-1 with their stablecoin currency, right? This is a little spooky. FTX moves $3.3 million of Solana. What are they going to do with that? Probably repay people. What are the people that get repaid going to do? Hopefully hold on to it and don't sell. Or maybe they're just going to sell and, hey, you know what, actually, I don't mind if you sell. A little bit, not too much. Just drop the price to 127 for me. That's all. I announced this before yesterday here, Pump.Fun. They announced their competitor to Radium now. And because of that, Radium has dropped from $5 billion market cap to under $1 billion market cap. So, hey, Radium might go out of business here, even though they also announced their own version, I guess, of Pump.Fun. So Pump.Fun announced their own version of Radium to kind of snap back at them. What's more popular right now? Probably Pump.Fun with all the meme coins, which has a better reputation, though. That's Radium. They're all on Solana, though. So you get the idea. Yesterday I shared this news that Telegram Foundation raised over $400 million on their token sales. Apparently that's not fully correct. They denied claims that it raised that amount. Instead, they clarified that more than $400 million worth of Toncoin is held by some of the most well-known VCs, venture capitals. startup company business. That's what it means. So yeah, Polkadot ETF, 21 shares. This is the update for it. It just gets acknowledged by the SEC. Possible Polkadot ETF. That's all. And Zach XBT. Man, this guy's going crazy with the debunking and the figuring out who's behind crypto scams. He's like the new CoffeeZilla. So what happened here is he looked into this whole HyperLiquid whale situation. The crazy shorts, the 400, okay, $300 million shorts, 40x leverage, short on Bitcoin, long on Melania, long on Jelly, long on Trump coin. Also shorted Ethereum at some point. Survived a big CBB battle to try to get, liquidate that person by acquiring a lot of rich people. Yeah, he survived all that. But anyways, people were like, okay, who is it? So Zach XBT took the time to figure it out, and after a long set of analysis, he figured it out and is claiming that it is this person right over here, William Parker, who is actually a criminal. So he was arrested for stealing $1 million from 2 casinos in 2023, was sentenced in Finland, and apparently he's behind doing all this, the HyperLiquid market manipulation kind of deal. Not really. He was just crazy, making crazy trades, possibly money laundering that could have been done like I showed you guys. Yeah, hacking, gambling, that's what he's known for. So they found the guy, William Parker, everyone. There you go. That's the guy who has been making you fearful. UK fraudster linked to $1 million casino thefts and past hacking scandals. That's the guy. CZ, co-founder of Binance, has now surpassed 10 million followers on Twitter, which that's a lot of people. He's one of the only ones that has that. And this is good news for me. Kind of. Not really. It doesn't really apply to me. I'm not that rich yet. Mark Carney, our current prime minister that nobody voted for, says that his government will cancel proposed capital gains tax increase. If you didn't know this, I think this website might still have it. If I look for Canada's capital gains tax rate. Canada. So yeah, as of 2024 December was the last update. We get taxed on 50% of our capital gains, which is insane compared to other countries that only tax you 20, 15, 10, something normal. Some even have no capital gains tax at all. But Canada, you're getting half of your gains taxed. And after June 24, they announced, well, Justin Trudeau announced, hey, we're going to get rid of the rich people. We're going to make them pay more taxes. So if you earn more than $250,000 on your capital gains, instead of paying 50%, you now have to pay 66% of your gains to the government. So you only get to keep 33% of what you make, which is just brutal. That is theft. That is robbery. That is... I'll keep my thoughts to myself, but you know. Mark Carney says that he's getting rid of that. Reversing the policy from previously the Trudeau government that would have raised the inclusion rate to 2/3 for gains above $250,000 as outlined in the 2024 federal budget. Of course, he did this out of political pressure, criticism. People were comparing his liberal policies to conservative ideas. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand where this guy's stance is. Also, same with Doug Ford. Where does Doug Ford stand anymore? I don't think he's a conservative anymore. He's endorsing Mark Carney too much, tooting his horn. So, what do we do? Pierre Poilievre is the only solution here. He's going to axe the tax, is what he said. Another thing that Mark Carney did do, by the way, is... I already mentioned this in a previous video. Should even talk about it. It's the carbon tax also he got rid of for consumers. But he's going to charge more to businesses and institutions. Those businesses and institutions will then charge the consumers more to make up for that extra cost. So it's the same thing as nothing. It's tax removal in disguise, but it's still tax. You know, we're still going to have to pay more for the stuff that you have. Yeah. Hopefully we're getting an election called soon. I did hear rumors that it's going to be in like April or May. So hopefully that does happen. Yeah. Hey, look at that. We're dropping. That's good. Because I'm shorting the market. Alright. We'll see how this plays out, and I will let you guys know tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a very chill stream. We're going to see a flat line like that for the whole day, so hope you guys are excited to see flat lines. And yeah, that'll be all for today then. I'm out of news, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, like, and subscribe, and yeah, see you tomorrow, like I said. Yeah, no other updates. Goodbye.